Oh.
And they're all like, oh, yeah. And they look at their phones, and one of them says, I'm rocking 6%.
Oh, sick.
And the other one says,
just what you need.
I have 11%.
You know,
and I said,
advisory.
first of all, turn the fucking flashlight off and put your phone on airplane mode for the love of Jesus. And stop texting your sister about how she can make scones now or something. Holy Lord. Because if you can't call AAA, I'm going to be so upset. So we try and start the car again. It doesn't work. So we come inside. They call AAA. Priuses suck, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Priuses suck.
Oh, so they get towed? Did they already come?
I think so.
Shit.
I think so.
The first, God, I mean, if anyone remembers WIT days, and if you were there, you would have known that many people got towed at WIT. Many car troubles.
I was not early WIT.
You were probably there enough to see.
I started around the 40s.
Yeah, and around the 40s is when they started towing the cars.
Yeah, but that was also when I was like a fiend for friendlies and I wasn't commentating, so I would just play all night.
Kelly got his car towed. It was in the steakhouse lot. They towed his car, and then Kelly like 1 p.m. that day. Like, I got 1 p.m. I was like sick.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I did commentate that.
We were outside.
I commentated that.
And yeah. I was like, he was like, did my car get towed?
Didn't I ask him about that on commentary?
Oh, maybe.
I think I did. Is that story bang? Is that a good one?
I like
that story heat? Is
Is
that worth saving? Is that worth tuning up?
Tuning up? What do you mean, like say? Oh, you know what?
Tuning up for later blocks.
I think you could have.
I've been using TPS as like a workshop. For
yeah, I think you could have done more talking about Chris acting like a dad.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part of it.
Funny, dude.
I imagine he had the mechanic look where he's smoking a cigarette.
Oh my god, I missed my favorite. I missed my favorite line.
You ever seen that picture?
I
of the
forgot
cat?
my favorite line. So we're standing around. This is before we've even tried starting it, and Chris says, "Yeah, I mean, I would just call AAA because I don't know why this isn't starting." You know, he said, "You know, if you left your light on, then yeah, the car's not going to start." And he said it like that. Well, then yeah, the car won't start. But I mean, if it's just cold, you know, and I looked at Alcoda and I said, "What year is the car?" And Alcoda said, "Oh, I don't know." He said, "It's like 2008." And Chris's face, I swear to fucking God, turned into the wince emoji, straight up, like with the teeth. Because it's a 12-year-old car, dude. The battery's fucked.
Oh, it's like never been replaced.
Of course the battery's fucked. It's 12 years old, dude. 2008. My 2014 car's battery just died like 2 weeks ago.
That's fucked up.
And it's...
Was your like alternator broken or something?
No, it was the battery. The battery's just old. It's never been replaced. And it was a 2014.
I guess it is 2020, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2020. So Alcoda just goes, 2008, and Chris's face literally just goes like, I can't. If you could put the emoji in chat, that would be perfect.
Please wins for us.
Yeah, the grimace emoji. That is exactly what Chris's face did. It was amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I like it.
So overall, I was pissed. That sucked. My hands are cold still.
I think you should add some exaggeration.
Yeah, Joel. That is exactly what Chris's face was.
I think you should add some.
That is verbatim what his face did.
The breathing through the teeth.
It was like the hardest I've laughed.
That's funny shit. I think you should add some exaggeration to that story.
There were a couple.
To stretch some truth.
There were a couple. All right, all 30 of you in chat, you're in on it. If you hear this again at like Riptide or something.
No one tell anyone.
No narcs.
Don't spoil it.
No narcs.
Because save up content.
This the electronic story. The what was the one I told last week? The cow story. No narcs on any of my stories.
That was one of my favorites. I'll be real.
No
and I've heard that one
before,
and I really like that one. There's lots of twists and turns. Interesting characters, if you ask me.
I do feel bad for telling that story because I need to clarify that I have respect for the guys.
Just in case Cow Guy watches.
Yeah, I have respect for them as people. It's just that it's just that gig sucks.
They're just old. That's how
I have profound respect for them Because they gave like
Oh.
Zeitgeist wasn't that funny of a story.
Mark knows. I can't believe
Zeitgeist
Mark,
wasn't that funny of a story.
you remember the lore.
Yeah, I can't
Mark's-
remember. I can't believe that Mock is so deep into
Mark is
Illinois
working
Project
on
M.
the TPS wiki.
That he has the Zeitgeist
Saving all the
lore.
storylines.
It was
It's like
literally just Jack and I sitting in a Popeyes for 20 minutes.
Timeline of stupid shit Jack says.
And Jack just goes, yeah, in the midst of
he
a,
goes
in
like, March is when he started saying swag.
Yeah, in the midst of when Jack started saying weird shit, like at the end of 2019, we're just, when you started saying things like, it's just the way life is, Connor.
That's how it goes, Mark.
It's just, no, you didn't say that. You would say things like, that's just the way I live my life, Connor. And you'd say it like weird. That's just the way I live my life. What the fuck does that mean? It's just the way I am. You know? Some things you can't change.
Some
that's
things
just,
you can't change anything.
That's just the way that I am. Wait, what? Yeah, so Jack and I were just sitting in the Popeyes parking lot, Popeyes drive-thru. It wasn't even a story. Yeah, we're sitting in the drive-thru for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And
hey, can I get one chicken strip? And they're like, yeah. You wait like a half fucking hour.
And Jack just like, it's silence. We're both on our phones on Reddit. And Jack, out of the silence, just goes,
I remember what I was talking about.
Tell me why chicken sandwiches are the zeitgeist right now.
You know what I meant.
And there's like a pause. Neither of us look at each other, and I just go,
if I were to say that to any of my non-English major friends, they would have been like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be telling this story.
Wow, what would it save? They'd have been like, yeah, I agree.
All right, well.
I didn't come to the Popeyes drive-thru to be.
Wow, he's still
roasted. Connor, what's a good English word for roasted?
What? A good English word for roasted?
Chastised.
No, it's not chastised.
Shit.
Chastised is like being told off.
Oh, really?
I have been thinking about that shit though.
Go
choosing like super specific words.
You gotta go back to school, dog.
Like choosing super specific words. Because the director of jazz studies at DePaul and I were talking one time. I was in a meeting with him. And we were comparing. And we were comparing.
If you're watching.
He's like wicked smart. He has a photographic memory. It's insane. He was an aerospace engineer in college, and now he's a professional jazz drummer. And first of all, he talks about Shakespeare, and I was worried that this guy was about to know more Shakespeare than me.
This is very,
and I'm an English major. And he goes, we were talking about the difference in sounds between true trumpet players. He said, well, I feel that Booker Little has this sense of melancholy, you know, like this angst to his sound.
That's a nice.
Yeah. But Charles Tolliver just has this sense of clarion. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What is that, like an allergy medicine?
And I looked it up, and clarion the definition is a narrow-tubed, shrill-sounding war trumpet. I was like, how the fuck did you know that?
Dude, he definitely woke up, he got he opened his Gmail, and it was word of the day, clarion. Like,
that's the level that I want to get to. So, to answer your question, another word for roasts.
Pwned?
Yeah.
Getting shit on.
Let me get my fucking internet dictionary out, dude.
There's like a
Tony?
It reminds me of the Simpsons moment. You know when you start reading words of the day and you start using the conversation?
No, I don't do that.
Oh god. Well, if you did, you would get it.
I have been thinking more about
I concur.
I am thinking more about super specific words because I think it's fun to think about that, and I've also been writing a lot more. Yeah. Like the difference between really, particularly, and pretty is significant. Significantly affects.
It's pretty crazy if you really think about it.
Well, just the difference between saying really good, pretty good, and particularly good is
rather good.
Wild.
I love saying rather. That's fun shit.
Right, but they all have like different subtexts and connotations.
Rather good.
And then you can affect how people, which is some serial killer shit, but you can affect how people interact with you by choosing your speech and syntax appropriately. Well, I mean, it's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, potato.
Who's to say?
Oh, what a recovery. It's heat. All right.
Oh,
no! Shit. Fucking game sucks.
Yeah, basically you just use a bunch of adverbs if you want people to if you want to be disarming.
No, that's I think, but like what? Yeah. Joy just fucked me up. No, I think that's like that's how you know someone is trying too hard. Like there's a certain level where that doesn't work anymore.
What do you mean trying too hard?
Just adding adverbs.
Well, you need to be good at it.
Yeah, but if you're not, you're just saying.
Yeah, but then you get fucked because you're not good at it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It only works past like there's a threshold where they start catching on to your shit. Come from a family of English majors. All they do is read books and shit.
All they do is read books and shit. You'd be surprised how little English majors actually read their.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised how much my family reads. I had to like help them move, and we like built new bookcases, and I moved all of their books from the upstairs to the downstairs. Filled like 3 fat fucking wall to not books.
Oh no!
Like get a Kindle. What are you doing?
Just get a Kindle. Get a job.
Get a job. I think that shit all the time. Whenever.
Just get a job.
It's like I walk outside during like noon on a weekday. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Just get a job. I aspire to, because I feel like storytelling is
an angry man.
No, I think that storytelling is actually a skill that you can practice, and I've always been pretty bad at it.
You really like storytellers.
I've always been very mediocre at it.
They seem to be your favorite personalities.
Yeah. Like Scar.
Scar, John Mulaney, the storyteller.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 people I think of. I'm like, oh yeah, Scar, John Mulaney.
So I did what I did best.
Oh, wow,
and nerded it up.
Oh yeah.
In an attempt to learn how to tell stories better. You know what recently inspired me is Scar's solo The Reeds show. It's on The Reeds channel, and it's just him talking about life for 30 minutes.
Oh, dude, he is.
He's so fun to listen to.
Have you seen his like one of his old streams where he's just talking about life and shit? It's great. He's talking about playing Skyrim.
And no, I don't know what you're talking about. I never really got into Scar streaming.
Well, he did for a very short amount of time.
He did for a very short amount of time, but the thing is that I would always tune in, and he would always be... I feel like Scar would function really, really well as a streamer with an editor like Mango or Ludwig has. If he got Monster Tipper to be his editor, like...
For everything, dude. God, those are my favorite Smash
Imagine
games.
Scar starts variety streaming, just whatever game he wants to play, but then has Monster Tipper edit all of the stories that he tells on stream. Because the issue with watching Scar stream is it's like a very homey vibe, which is cool, but you need to make it through him complaining about the game that he's playing.
What was the last time you streamed?
Oh, like 3 years ago?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
To make it to the stories that are worth listening to.
Scar, if you're watching,
yeah,
consider this.
Yeah, Scar, if you ever listen to this, consider hiring Monster Tipper.
Scar gets off of a long Summit commentary fucking block, and he's like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna watch TBS."
It's a moot point now because he and Toph have started doing abbreviated Scar and Toph shows using the Reeds channel. They actually released a video last week talking about how they want to really they want to delineate the last era of Melee, not the one that we're in right now, because what they're calling right now is like the Science Age.
Oh, was that the glitch? The glitch just happened?
I don't know.
This is Ice Climbers like get up attack shit. I need Cody to win this so I can talk to my boy Mike over here. Make him sit here and wait.
And so they're trying to come up with a name for the year. The years following the Five Gods era, but preceding this one. But you know, they looked at feedback from Scar's talking about life thing, and they decided we're gonna do more podcast stuff.
We call those the H-Box era.
Maybe where they just talk about life and stuff. Life as it relates to Melee and everything.
I like it. Make a podcast. It's something all males in their 30s must do.
Yeah.
To create a podcast.
What a read. What coverage. He covered, I think he just covered spot dodge, roll left. Because I think he made Nana jab too.
Are you a podcast man or a music man? Unbelievable.
I mean, it depends. What do you mean?
I'll get off after this set. When you're driving the car, you're like, shit.
What time of day is it?
That's a good question.
And where am I going?
I don't know, where do you go?
So if I'm driving
home
from...
or
check
to
this out.
other
Check
home?
this out. If I'm driving from here to... or like Naperville to the city, to the apartment, and it's before noon, I'll listen to the Always Open podcast hosted by Barbara Dunkelman and Mariel Saucedo from Rooster Teeth.
Sick.
Where they talk about like relationship stuff, but mostly like personal issues.
Sure.
And it's very chill. Yeah, it's cool. If it's an afternoon and I'm driving home in the afternoon and I'm driving from the city to Naperville, then I'll listen to the Rooster Teeth podcast hosted by Gus, whatever Gus's last name.
Yeah.
Sorolla, Gus Sorolla. You know, like the Rooster Teeth guys.
Yeah.
And it's usually like him, Barbara, Gavin.
I only vaguely know them, but yes.
Recommended to me. Shout outs, by the way, to Gigi Joe for recommending.
Yes, that was
the
a while
Rooster Teeth
ago.
podcast. Yeah, I've since been like an avid listener. Because that way I can actually practice music in my head.
So
too.
when do you listen to music?
I don't really listen to that much music while I'm driving, because I'm practicing in my head.
Podcasts just make music better, though. You realize that? No,
No, because I listen to the
though.
podcast because there's no music, and that way I can like literally practice music in my head.
You keep saying that, but I still don't understand how.
Well, like I have like good enough absolute pitch that I can literally just do scales in my head.
Sure. What up? Oh yeah.
Jag is talking to someone.
You're all good. You're all good.
But then if I'm driving home at night, I'll listen to I'll put on a Twitch stream. Like I was listening to
I
Ludwig
thought it played.
earlier.
Can you find out for me?
And Summit before that. I was just saying if it's a nighttime, I'll listen to a streamer.
That's.
There are
I was
certain
telling you
vibes
my
though.
GPS drive home. There's definitely different vibes. I think I'm a musicer, like through and through though. Very much on. Okay. I don't know why. I'm just like I think I just love to jam. I just like love to jam the fuck out. But I'm a wild card.
Oh yoink! That was insane. 69 got him.
I'm either listening to the same album over and over, or I'm listening to the same podcast.
Drugfreechu wrapping this one up. Oh my god. Pretty nicely. Wait just a second. Oh, Nana's dead, dude.
Shit.
Never mind.
That's big though.
Well, he's gonna
Get
get
him.
he's
Oh
gonna
my
get
God.
some percent here. Right?
Tony's got the sauce.
We always used to say that Drugfreechu's Sopo is better than his Nana because
Everyone says
Nana
that
doesn't
about
get in the
every
way.
ice climbers, though.
No, they don't.
They do. Every time.
What are you talking about?
Watch pools in major. Once Sopo is on screen, someone goes, you know, I don't know. I think Sopo does better than both sometimes.
They don't
to
say
God.
that.
They
I
do.
don't.
Anyways,
Are you talking about for PM or Melee?
no, for Melee.
Melee.
Oh, it's two games.
Melee, everyone always says, and it's usually Homemade Waffle saying, you know, so-and-so's Sopo used to be pretty aight, but now it's, you know, he's been working, you know, I don't know what Brandon says.
Sure.
I can't call him Brandon.
Brandon, my good friend Brandon.
Yeah,
Fellow commentator.
I can only,
fine.
my personal rule, I was almost killed.
That's his name on Twitter, so I just.
My personal rule is I'll only call people by their first name if I can make them. So I can call.
There's too many fucking Jacks, though. If you were to go to a Melee tournament and say Jack, no one would have any idea what you're talking about.
Like, I feel fine calling.
That was game 5.
That was it, right? Not it.
Whoops. Did I fuck up? I didn't fuck up, did I?
You may have fucked up.
Chat. Press 1. Jack fucked
Just
up.
wonder if the ball's been dropped.
I
Like,
did drop the ball.
I feel fine.
I totally dropped the ball.
I feel fine calling Mewtwo King Jason
Yes.
because he
Because of
took
that.
my fucking. He took your Sailor Moon blanket from me.
That's true. That Sailor Moon blanket's been through a lot.
Yeah. So technically, I have met Mewtwo King.
Shinecorp dropping the ball. What's new? Fuck him. I'm back to the match. Whose pick was this? Who just won the last game?
Tony did.
You know what I realized recently? I didn't realize it recently, but I'm coming to terms with my terrible short-term memory. So, you know
Yeah,
what?
I also have a pretty bad short term.
Hate it. I should remember things better.
How's your long term?
I think it's. I don't know. I think I'm running out of room up there. I think the hard drive's full, dude.
You gotta make it.
I remember all the shit that I can anymore. You know what I mean? I have to remove some shit if I want to remember more. I think that just happens in your 20s. No one tells you that.
That's a theory. That's a theory that people with bad short-term memories are actually like genetically superior to people with
Sure.
good ones because your brain flushes out all the bullshit faster.
Doesn't mine kind of does that. I remember certain things forever.
To save room to be more efficient for.
Yeah, but I have a bunch of useless garbage data, which is just like embarrassing moments that only I remember. They take up like teraflops of space, dog.
Wilder says, "Solve my emoji riddle," and this was a long time
shit,
ago.
Man.
One
person, 2 people, shield, athletic shoe.
single, double.
1 friend, 2 friend, shield and shoe friend.
I was watching Ludwig and Atrioc do Super Mario 64 runs. Have you ever played Super Mario 64?
I know. I know of the run speed runs.
They're in Hazy Maze.
No. Oh, did you tell me this?
And Ludwig just goes, I was crying, dude. And Ludwig just goes, tell me where you are. And he goes, when I defeat you, Atrioc goes, riddle time, everyone. When I defeat you, I will feel nothing but bliss. This cave that I'm in smells a lot like piss. Oh my god.
Nana is just taking a fucking beating right now.
Doesn't matter because so is Ike.
Y'all give up? Yeah. I got nothing, dog.
Tried for like 30 seconds, dude. Give up.
And you're part of Shield? You're Shielder? Shield gang.
He's dead as fuck.
What's up? Oh. Is this yours too? This both these? Okay. Have you ever met Mike?
1-2 buckle my shoe.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Wilder. I don't know about that.
1-2 buckle my shoe.
I don't know about
I thought that too, but I was like, oh, okay, because maybe it's like the shield's the belt buckle. But who has a shield belt buckle? It's not. It's a shield.
A buckler's round.
If you're like a cop, maybe. Bro, this is a long ass set. Shield is also a buckler. Buckle this, dude. I gotta stop saying that. I said that to someone at work today. Someone said something, and I was like, yeah, something.
Looking up what a buckler looks like.
Yeah.
Because all bucklers are shields, and all shields are bucklers.
Go again.
There's technically 3 main types of buckler. There's round, rectangular, or trapezoid.
What does that even mean?
Oval or teardrop.
What is that? What are you talking about, though?
I'm talking about shields.
What do you mean?
Debunking
like a
this riddle.
swashbuckler? Is that
I
what you're
need
talking about?
chat. Give me more interesting questions. Like if you
buckling swashes, bro.
No, if you cut a lasagna, if you stack 2 lasagna on top of each other, is it 1 or 2? I need more interesting questions like that. Because I'm working auditions at DePaul, and I use them to disarm the audition people, the people who are auditioning. I was trying to help this kid. He was so fucking nervous. I was like, "What trumpet do you play? What horn are you playing on?" He's like, "Oh, it's this." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "What about like who are your favorite trumpet players?" And you like name some. And he's still so nervous.
Right.
So I'm just like, "All right, look, if you have 2 lasagna and you stack them on top of each other, what do you have?"
And he goes, "Oh,
and
it's one."
yeah, and he like immediately calmed down. He's like, "Oh, well,
It's what? Should we go see if Swan wants to?
all right, chat." So hit me
Wait,
with
hold
your
on.
questions next time.
I want to clarify. It is 1 if there is layer